Gotta just clear the air because it might get a little toxic in here, you know? You guys might want to roast me a bit. And I don't need that negativity in my life, you know? I made a mistake, and we're going to talk about the mistake here. But I just don't need the confrontation. I'm sensitive. You might hurt my feelings. I might stop recording videos on YouTube. Depends how this goes. Or I might just punch you in the face. Don't know where it's going to go. We'll see. So you ever had an anime that you just refused to watch for years, and you finally watched it and you was like, wow, I'm a dickhead. I should have watched this a long time ago. I have probably 2 or 3 of those, and they're very big named animes as well. So kudos to me for being a dickhead, as we already said. So without further ado, drum roll please. Anime that I thought were bad. I think I'm supposed to do the drum roll first, right? We're gonna go with it. Anime that I thought was bad but was actually good. Drum roll. Now's the drum roll, right? Naruto. Baga! Yeah. I used to hate Naruto. Not that I thought it was bad. I used to hate Naruto. Growing up, right? DBZ was on, and I've watched other anime growing up on Toonami. Everyone has. But DBZ just had this aura around it where it just felt like it was the big main anime of Toonami. And then here comes this little ninjas and kids running through trees with their arms behind their back. And I'm like, you trying to take the spot of my favorite show? What are you trying to do? And I got defensive. It was like I was playing for a team. Like I had a favorite team. I'm not into team sports. I'm into punching people in the face and choking them out. But for some reason, I was very defensive for Dragon Ball Z. I felt like the spot was coming for it. Probably because everyone in school was going crazy and cuckoo for Naruto. And I was just like still on my Dragon Ball Z stuff. And I'm like, you guys need to cut it out. You're offending me. And I think I missed out on the greatness that was Naruto while I was airing as a kid. I didn't watch it as a kid. I don't know if any of you went through this, but a period of my life, maybe from like 12 to like 15, 16, I was like, you know what? I'm grown now. There's no more anime for me to watch. No more cartoons for me to enjoy. I'm going to go, join a gang. You know what I'm saying? Probably sell something on the, you know what I'm saying? Make some, just be a little troublemaker. And I'm too grown to watch this anime stuff. And that's what happened for like 3 to 4 years, maybe 5. And I stopped watching anime. Finally starting to pick it back up. Watch DBZ again. I'm like, this is not as good as I remember it. Let's open our hearts to some other anime. I was like, let me finally watch these ninjas. Let's see what Naruto is really about. And was I a dummy? I deserved a left hook to the chin. Probably to the liver as well. I mean, probably to the kidneys. Honestly, I ruined the experience for myself as well because I was like, you know what? I know the premise enough. When I first started Naruto, I was like, we're going to skip Naruto. We're going to start at Shippuden. I'm not going to start with the little kids. I'm past that. I'm like 15, 16-year-old. I'm an adult. I can start with Shippuden. I know what happened back then. That's what happens when you don't have proper guidance at that age and you don't have your friends to sit down and be like, you're messing up. You need to watch Naruto from the beginning to Shippuden. Not Shippuden and then like baby steps back after you get so into the series, because boy did I get into the series after that. I love Naruto. Yes, you may hear me talk some crap about it every now and then, which it's just and it's due, and I'm allowed to say it because I am a huge Naruto fan. So when I say the things that I say, respect it, and I'm saying it from a place of love. It all comes from love. Naruto has some of the funnest cast of cool characters ever. Like ever. Even though I watched Shippuden first, you don't have to tell me. I know I messed up, but I still enjoyed it. I'm still sitting here saying this is an anime that I thought was bad. That was awesome, and that's mainly because of Shippuden. Man, where were they when I caught up? I think it was just the beginning of the war arc, right? So I had basically the whole Shippuden to catch when it was time for me to catch it. And yes, I get it. In that first season especially, I didn't grasp just like the dynamic of everything going on, especially with like Gaara going against Deidara. I got it. And Sakura fighting I know this one, Sasori. Yeah, buddy. Oh, I know I missed like the greatness that Gaara was in the prior series as a kid. But when I first seen him too, I was like, man, this is so cool. This guy got the tattoo on his face, controlling sand. He's trying to, you can tell there's like a dark side to it. I was kind of confused, But I mean, I'm a smart kid. I can keep up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So discovering Naruto in my teens actually led me to start reading manga. So I'm super thankful for Naruto. Indeed, it brought me so much light into what I was missing and just opening my heart up to like accepting more different types of anime. Like from Naruto, I started reading the manga, and then I jumped to Bleach, which I also didn't really like or didn't really want to watch when I was a kid because. And then from there, eventually got into One Piece because I didn't want to watch that either. And that's all thanks to Naruto. I could never decide who was my favorite character, who was the coolest character, what type of ninja would I be if I was in Naruto. Like my brain would just go everywhere with it when I first started watching it. And at the time, I was like in a dark place as a kid, you know, and it was just bringing me so much joy. Dude, like, okay, imagine missing out on Sasuke versus Orochimaru, and then Sasuke versus Deidara, and then Sasuke versus Itachi, and then Jiraiya versus Pain, and then Naruto versus Pain. How can I not have had that in my life earlier? So watching Naruto now, I'm like, dude, I really like where the story's going. Do I think Naruto chasing Sasuke is kind of stupid? A little bit, yes. But Sasuke's role of it all and where he was going, I'm like, I'm on your side for sure. You need to do what you need to do to kill your brother. And then when I found out that his brother actually did everything for Sasuke's sake, I was like, oh man. Going full rage mode and losing his mind after that and just starting hunting down everyone involved in the situation, approaching the Kage Summit. Yeah, I'm locked in. Yeah. I'm talking about Sasuke more than I am talking about Naruto as I'm trying to make my points here. But that's really just because I relate to Sasuke and his reactions to everything that happened to him. And for Naruto's reactions to everything that happened to him, that's me more now. But me then, yeah, yo, you know what I'm saying? We're going for everybody. I still think to this day there's not a colder group of villains other than the Akatsuki. I mean, those guys were stone cold killers. You know what I'm saying? I can't find myself to put the robe on, but sometimes I sit back and I'm like, well, I might get me one on the low though. You know what I'm saying? But not really. The Akatsuki just brought so much into it, and then Orochimaru getting into the Akatsuki, and then leaving the Akatsuki, then Sasuke joining, and then leaving, and then Pain dying, and Obito popping up, and then Toby, and Toby was Obito, and everyone knew it apparently, but I didn't know nothing. I wasn't on the interwebs back then, and talking in the forums or whatever. I didn't know who Toby was. I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't realize that he had the eye on one side and Kakashi had it on the other. I was just enjoying the series, which is something I feel like a lot of people miss nowadays. And even me, myself, where you get caught up hearing so much about it, like on Twitter and other places. And then when you watch it, you're catching up to it. You still get influenced by other people. I eventually want to start just tuning out the world as I start watching a newer anime that I've never seen before, just so I can get influenced by just the creation itself and not really have thoughts about what other people are saying and start looking for situations that people are talking about that are hype or just low-key not good, things like that. Gotta formulate my own opinion without having any construct from someone else. And me hating Sakura is my own opinion. I didn't know everyone else hated Sakura. I thought it was just a me thing, but I definitely didn't like her, especially when they were on their way to this Kage Summit. Keep doing that. And she was talking to Naruto, and Naruto was like, yo, you don't love me? What are you talking about? You love me, bro? Shut up, bro. He didn't hit her, but that whole situation was just messy, stupid, and annoying, especially when she approached Sasuke after he just beat Danzo. And Sasuke-kun, Sasuke-kun!
Sakura ka. Sasuke-kun. の前に来た. Sasuke-kun.
Shut up. Shut up. Like, I would love a version of Naruto that just had every scene of Sakura deleted in it, except for the time when she fought Sasori. Other than that, do we need her? Do we really need her? Let's be honest here. I don't think so, and I'm okay with not having her in it. And the rest of the supporting cast behind Naruto, the rest of the teams, you have to understand again, like I didn't watch the first Naruto when they were kids, so I don't know all of them. I knew a little bit, but experiencing them through Shippuden, I'm like, oh man, this makes me really want to go back and see what they were doing back then because they're so cool. I love Shikamaru. Shikamaru's my man. When he was trying to avenge his sensei, that whole battle with Haiden and Kakuzu, probably top 5 for me. Not gonna lie. I love that fight so much, especially Kakashi, how he was moving and grooving with Kakuzu. Oh, dude, man, his powers, Kakuzu's powers. Hayden was cool, and I liked the way Shikamaru handled it. But it's just the whole revolution and how everything broke down and the wheels were turning. And Naruto popped up with the new Rasen Shuriken. And yes, I really wish that Naruto actually got some other uses of chakra other than just Rasen Shurikens and Rasengans in different sizes and shapes. But it is what it is. But Naruto overall as a series, it's something I'm so glad I didn't miss. And I'm so happy I got to experience when I got to experience it. And when I went back to watch Naruto, the original, when they were kids, ooh, even better. The Chunin I mean, I know everyone talks about the Chunin exams, but really, the Chunin exams, so cold, so cold. How did I miss this as a kid? How my life would have been different, maybe, you know what I'm saying? I could have been just a whole, nah, I would have been the same person. I'm joking, but Naruto gives us some of the greatest OPs ever, not debatable. I don't want to hear it. Like, it has like 20 undefeated OPs in a row. Like, we're going to argue this? No, we're not. I'm not even doing this with you guys. And it actually sets a lot of the premise and archetypes that other anime, modern anime, end up following. Like I say, I love Jujutsu Kaisen all the time. And you can look at Jujutsu Kaisen and tell that it gets a lot of influence from Naruto. I think it means a lot for Naruto that after so many years, it has so many other series that gravitate towards it and pull a lot of things from it. Like, dude, there was even a blatant almost copy of Naruto. I think it was called Boruto. That is just, it completely tried to take what Naruto had and run with it, and it did it horribly wrong. I mean, it's still running. I'm surprised it's not canceled yet, honestly, tell you the truth, because it's horrendous. It's horrible. I don't know why anyone watches it or even reads it. But see, things like that. Naruto is such a great series that it has, you know, I'm surprised you can't get copyrighted for that. You take the N out and just put a B, and you think that's okay? Well, no, no. You spell it a little different. Yeah, you put an O in a different place, and you put the A in the. You know what I'm trying to say? Blatant copyright. We should go on strike for that. We need to start signing petitions to get that to get that show canceled. How can you copy Naruto's brilliance and think you can do something like that, man? Horrible. But there's other series too that grab from it that do a better job than the other series that starts with a B. Boruto, I said, right? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And again, it's credence to just how much Naruto has gave us in this community, and I'm appreciative to Kishimoto, and I'm thankful that I picked it up. So with that, I'm Valentine. I'm getting out of here. If you like this video, don't forget the subscribe button, the like button, the dislike button. If you dislike the video, that's fine, because I dislike myself sometimes too. Comment section if you want to talk a little more about it, and let me know about some series that you guys thought were bad but are actually great. I'm Valentine. I'm getting out of here. You guys have a good night, good day, wherever you might be. Later.